Welcome back to Max Made Easy. Let's continue with rational numbers. Exercise 2C Part 6. Here we are going to subtract the rational numbers, right? So here they have given two rational numbers and we are going to subtract one rational number from another rational number. So here subtract minus 3 by 10 from 1 by 5. Here you need to observe one carefully. From 1 by 5, from this rational number, we need to subtract the first one, that is minus 3 by 10, because from, they are saying that from 1 by 5 we need to subtract this minus 3 by 10. So you need to write it as 1 by 5 minus of minus 3 by 10. We are putting a minus sign over here because they are asking us to subtract it. So we are placing a minus sign in between these two rational numbers, right? Look over here. The denominators are different, right? If it is same, you can directly calculate the numerator. But here in the denominator part, it is different. Here it's 5 and here it's 10. So you need to take the LCM of 5 and 10. LCM of 5 and 10 will be 10. How to do LCM is, in a rough area, just write down 5 and 10 and always start dividing it with the least number. At least one number should be divisible, right? So here 10 is divisible with 2, but 5 is not divisible with 2. So you can write down 5 as it is, and 2 5s are 10, 2 5s are, 2 5s are 10, right? And 5 you can write down as it is. Again 5 1s are 5. Just multiply this prime factors, that is 2 into 5. 2 into 5 will be 10. So LCM of 5 and 10 is 10. I hope you understood how to do LCM. Now take the first rational number, that is 1 by 5, and to make the denominator as 10. Why we are making denominator as 10 is our LCM. What is our LCM? It's 10, right? So we have to make the denominator as 10. So 5 should be multiplied with 2 because 5 2s is 10. You are getting 10. So just multiply it with 2. 5 2s are 10. 1 into 2 is 2. Now write down minus 3 by 10. And this 10, because the denominator is already 10, it should be multiplied with 1. So plus into minus minus, 3 ones are 3, 10 ones are 10. I hope you understood this. So look here, the denominators are now same, that is 10, right? So now just replace this 1 by 5 with 2 by 10 and minus 3 by 10 with minus 3 by 10. Now here you have to multiply this minus into minus, this one. Minus into minus will become plus. That's why in our next step you are going to write it down as 2 plus 3, because minus into minus is plus 3 by 10. Now both are having plus sign in the numerator. 2 plus 3 is 5 by 10. And here you can divide this. 5 ones are, 5 twos are. So the answer will be 1 by 2. I hope you understood this. Let's move on. Here is our second question. So here we have to remove this minus 6 by 25 from this minus 8 by 5. So you need to write minus 8 by 5 first, minus 6 by 25. I hope you understood why we need to write this minus 8 by 5, because from this rational number we have to remove this first rational number. Here the denominators are different. Since the denominator are different, we need to, first step is to make the denominators equal. For that purpose, we are taking the LCM of 5 and 25. The LCM of 5 and 25 will be 25. In a rough work, let's know how to do LCM. Just write down 25 and 5. 5 5s are 25. 5 1s are 5. Again it is divisible with 5. 5 ones are 5 and 1 as it is. So just multiply the prime factors. So it will be 5 into 5 is 25. We got the LCM 25. Now we need to make the denominators as 25. First take the first rational number, that is minus 8 by 5, and to make this 5 has 25 you can multiply it with 5. 5 5s are 25, plus into minus minus, 5 8s are 40. Similarly, take the second one, that is minus 6 by 25. Because the denominator is already 25, you can multiply just with 1 because you don't need to make any change in the denominator. It's already 25. So minus into plus, minus 6 by 25. Now just substitute these values over here. In place of minus 8 by 5, you are going to substitute it with minus 40 by 25. Even here, minus 6 by 25 should be substituted with minus 6 by 25 as it is. I have just replaced it, and minus into minus, you have to multiply this both. It becomes minus into minus becomes plus. Minus 40 plus 6 by 25. One is negative sign, other is having positive sign. Always when one integer is having minus sign, other is having plus sign, just put a bigger number sign. That is 40 is the bigger number when compared to 6. So what sign does this 40 have? Minus. So just put minus sign and subtract it. 40 minus 6 will be 34. So minus 34 by 25 is our answer. Let's move on to the third one. Here they are asking us to subtract this rational number from a integer. Here minus 2 is an integer, and from this integer we are going to subtract the rational number. Here it's very easy, you don't need to worry. This minus 2 should be written in a rational form, that is just by placing a 1 in the denominator. So minus 2 by 1, minus of minus 7 by 4. Even here the denominators are different, so just take the LCM of 1 and 4, it becomes 4. Because it is, when you take the LCM of 1 and 4 or 1 and 2, it will be 2. So here you can put it directly, even though let's know how to do LCM. Always start dividing with the least number. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 ones are 2. So 2 twos are 4 is the answer. So now we need to make the denominators as 4. First take the first rational number, that is minus 2 by 1, and to make this denominator as 4 you need to multiply this 1 with 4. It becomes minus into plus, minus 4 twos are 8, 4 ones are 4. Now write down the second rational number, that is minus 7 by 4, and here it is already 4, so you don't need to multiply with any number, just with 1 is enough. So when you multiply it, you will get minus 7 by 4. Now just replace this values with this equal denominators, right? So it becomes minus 8 by 4, minus of minus 7 by 4, minus into minus will become plus. So in next step, minus 8 plus 7 by 4. One is having negative sign, other is having positive sign. Always follow the same method. If one integer is minus, other integer is plus, just put a bigger number sign. That is 8 is bigger number, right? What sign does it have? Minus sign. So just put minus sign and subtract it. It becomes minus 1 by 4. Let's move on to the fourth question. Minus 16 by 21 from 1. Even here it's an integer. First of all change it into a rational number, that is 1 by 1. Minus of minus 16 by 21. Even here the denominators are different. Take the LCM of 1 and 21, it becomes 21. In a rough work you can do it. 1 and 21 you have to write it and start dividing with the least number. 3 sevens are 21 and 7 ones are 7. So 7 threes are 21. First of all take the first rational number, that is 1 by 1, and to make the denominator as 21, Why we are making this denominator as 21 is what we got for LCM. It's 21, right? So that's why I am going to multiply this denominator with 21. So it will be 21 by 21. Because we are multiplying the denominator with the 21, the same number should be multiplied to the numerator also. Now take the second rational number. Since it is already 21, you don't need to multiply. You can simply write down as it is or just multiply with 1. So minus 16 by 21. I'm just substituting this, replacing this 1 by 1 with 21 by 21 and writing this as it is because we got the same answer. Minus into minus becomes plus. 21 plus 16 by 21. Both are having plus sign, so just put plus sign and add it. It becomes 37 by 21. Let's move on to the fifth question. Minus 8 by 15 from 0. So from 0 we need to remove this minus 8 by 15. Just write down 0 by 1 minus of minus 8 by 15. Even here the denominators are different. So just take the LCM of 1 and 15. It becomes 15. In a rough work, just write down 1 and 15. Start dividing it with the least number, that is 3, because 2 is not divisible. Sorry, 15 is not divisible with 2. So we are going to the next number 3. 3 5s are 15 and 5 1s are 5. 3 5s are is 15. We have to multiply this prime factors and it becomes 15. Now take the first rational number, that is 0 by 1, and to make the denominator as 15, you need to multiply this 1 with 15. So 1 into 15 is 15. 15 into 0 is 0. And now take the second rational number, that is minus 8 by 15, and this 15 should be multiplied with 1 because we don't need to change this denominator. So it becomes the same, minus 8 by 15, and just replace this numbers over here and it becomes minus 0 by 15 minus of minus 8 by 15. Minus into minus becomes plus. 0 plus 8 by 15. So answer is 8 by 15. Here is our sixth question. 0 from minus 3 by 8. So here from this minus 3 by 8 you need to remove this 0. So that means you have to put this minus 3 by 8 first. Minus 3 by 8 minus of 0 by 1. Even here the denominators are different. So take the LCM of 1 and 8. It becomes 8. Always start dividing with the least number. 2 4s are 8 and 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 2. Now just multiply the prime factors, that is 2 into 2 into 2. It becomes 8. Now our next step is to make the denominators equal. As LCM, what is our LCM? 8, right? So first take the first rational number, that is minus 3 by 8, and since it is already 8, you can just multiply it with 1. So it becomes minus into plus is minus, 3 1s are 3, 8 1s are 8. Take the second rational number, minus 0 by 1. Sorry children, here you don't need to take minus, it's a plus because we need to consider only this rational number. So to make the denominator has 8, 1 should be multiplied with 8. So just multiply both the sides with 8 and it becomes 8 zeros is 0, 8 ones are 8. Just subtract this 2 and you will get minus. Here as I said you, it's plus. So it will be minus 3 minus 0. It's not plus children. Some typing mistake. It's minus. So when both are having minus sign, just put a minus sign and add it. So minus 3 by 8 is the answer. Seventh question. minus 2 from minus 3 by 10. From this minus 3 by 10, you need to remove this minus 2. So just write down minus 3 by 10 minus of minus 2 by 1. I am writing this integer in a rational number form, that is minus 2 by 1. Even here the denominators are different, so we need to take the LCM of 10 and 1. It becomes 10. LCM of 10 and 1, 1 and 10 is 10. In a rough work, you can do this. Just write down 1 and 10. Start dividing with the least number. 2 5s are 10. 5 1s are 5. So multiplying the prime factors, 5 2s is 10. Now we need to make the denominators equal. Just take the first rational number, that is minus 3 by 10, and this 10 should be multiplied with 1 because it is already 10. We don't need to make any change over there. So plus into minus, minus 3 by 10. Take the second rational number, that is minus 2 by 1, and this 1 should be multiplied with 10. 1 tens are 10, plus into minus, minus 2 tens are 20. So minus 20 by 10. Just replace this values with the formatted one, that is this one, which we have made the denominators equal, right? We have just changed it to this rational number. So just substitute it over here. So minus 3 by 10 minus of minus 20 by 10. Minus into minus becomes plus. So minus 3 plus 20 by 10. One is having negative sign, other is having positive sign. So put the bigger number sign. 20 is a bigger number and its sign is plus. So just put plus sign and subtract it. It becomes 17 by 10. Here is our 8th question. 5 by 8 from minus 5 by 16. So from this minus 5 by 16, we need to subtract 5 by 8. So just write down minus 5 by 16 minus of 5 by 8. Take the LCM of 16 and 8. It becomes 16. Now take the first rational number, that is minus. Okay, let me teach you how to do LCM in a rough work. Just write down 16, 8 and start dividing this number with the least number. 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8. Again it is divisible with 2. 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. Again 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Again 2 1s are and 1s are. Now just multiply all the prime factors together. That is over here this part. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So it becomes 16. So this is how we got the LCM of 16. Now our next step is to make the denominators equal. First take the first rational numbers. Since it is already 16, you don't need to multiply with anything. If you multiply just with 1, that's sufficient. 16 ones are 16, plus into minus minus, 5 ones are 5. Now take the second rational number, 5 by 8, and 8 should be multiplied with 2. 8 twos are 16, 5 twos are 10. So 10 by 16. So minus 5 by 16 minus of minus 10 by 16. I'm just substituting these values over here. After making the denominators equal, since the denominators are equal, you can just write down as minus 5 minus 10. When both are having minus sign, just put a minus sign and add them. It becomes minus 15 by 16. I hope you understood this. Let's move on to the next question. Ninth question, 4 from minus 3 by 13. So from this minus 3 by 13, you need to subtract 4. Just write down 3 by minus 3 by 13 minus of 4 by 1. Here, since the denominators are different, you need to take the LCM of 13 and 1. Always the LCM of 13 and 1 will be 13. There will be no change. Just write down 1 and 13. Just start dividing with the least number, but because 13 is not divisible with any other number, it is a odd number. So 13 ones are is 13. So 13 will be the LCM. Now just take the first rational number, that is minus 3 by 13. Since the denominator is already 13, you don't need to make any change. It's already equivalent to LCM. So just multiply it with 1. You will get the same number, that is minus 3 by 13. Now take the second rational number 4 by 1. Since it is 1, you need to make this 1 as 13 because our LCM is 13. So 1 should be multiplied with 13. 4 into 13 will be 52. 1 13s are 13. Now just substitute these values over here. Just replace it. So this is what we get, and here plus and minus. So plus into minus will be minus. So you can write it down as minus 3 minus 52 by 13. When both are having minus sign, just put a minus sign and add them. It becomes minus 55 by 13. I hope you understood this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and hit the bell button. Check the description box for rational numbers. Thank you.